Incoming transmission standby. Welcome to the Nod News Network. Olaf Scholz drew attention to NATO's bombing of the country in 1999, Germany's first war since 1945. Prime Minister Olaf Scholz said Germany's involvement in Ukraine constitutes a turning point comparable to Berlin's intervention in the former Yugoslavia in the 1990s. Scholz said in a podcast for radio station WDR Cosmo, broadcast Wednesday night, that the bombing of Yugoslavia was the first time Germany decided to use its own military since World War II. He also emphasized that the decision to participate was practically the first time that he had to vote as a newly elected member of the Bundestag. In the interview, Scholz described Germany's involvement in Yugoslavia as a military operation aimed at ending the massacres. NATO launched what it called Operation Allied Force in March 1999, aimed at forcing the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia to cede the Serbian province of Kosovo to Albanian separatists. During the attacks, the Luftwaffe participated in bombing Serbian towns. The Ukraine conflict similarly triggered a profound transformation of German national psychology, Scholz's ambassador to Washington wrote in December 2022. Dubbing it the most significant turning point since the 1990 reunification. Berlin was initially reluctant to follow the US lead in sending weapons to Ukraine, but quickly changed course under pressure from allies, and even a torrent of abuse from Kiev's ambassador Andrei Melnik, who once infamously dubbed Scholz an offended liverwurst. Earlier this week, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba taunted his German counterpart Annalena Baerbock that despite consternation in Berlin over sending missiles to Kiev since you will do it anyway. It's just a matter of time. The NATO bombings of Yugoslavia ended after 78 days, when the US-led military bloc dropped most of its demands and agreed that its peacekeeping mission in Kosovo would remain under UN auspices, while guaranteeing Serbia's sovereignty over the province. Those provisions remained only on paper, however, as NATO quickly supported an ethnic Albanian provisional government and backed its 2008 declaration of independence. German peacekeepers infamously stood aside during the ethnic Albanian pogrom of Serbs in March 2003, leading some German media to dub them the rabbits of Kosovo. While Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić has repeatedly said he considers Germany an important economic partner, he also reminded NATO at the commemoration ceremony in March that the Serbs will never forgive 1999. Belgrade has always refused to recognize Kosovo, despite strong pressure from the EU and US. Russia, China, and India support Serbia's insistence on international law, while the West argues that Kosovo is a special case where normal rules do not apply. This has been the Nod News Network, transmission complete.